Good morning, guys. What is up? Apple Launcher here. And yes, I did call this a Sunday surprise because I do have a surprise. And this surprise is, well, right behind me, as you guys can tell. I decided to get myself a green screen. Um, Give me 1 second to figure out. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Think that looks better. Yes, I got myself a green screen. I have been really working hard on this, and I decided that I want to change things up a little bit, especially for the Saturday morning sit down. Hang on, I'm gonna have to. There we go. Um, so you know, give myself a little bit of change. And honestly, like the lighting in my room was like really bothering me. I would see a light in the back of the thing, so I decided to get myself a green screen, especially for like like I said, Saturday morning sit down, and I do another show on Facebook. If you guys didn't catch my Saturday morning sit down yesterday, I had one of my best friends on, and we spoke about another show that I do, not tech related, and so I want to get a green screen for that. I thought that was be pretty cool, um, and I might do different backgrounds for like upcoming videos and stuff. So I thought that would be cool too. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Actually, I want to do this. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna add my second screen up here to make things better for me. Rockford Media, what's up, man? I gotta get you back on a I gotta get you on a live stream pretty soon, man. So let me go on to my YouTube. First of all, I'm going to tell people that I'm live. Yes, Michael, I have gone green. So, what do you think, Michael? What do you think? Where is my stream now? Okay, here it is. Cool. Cool. Let me just send this to a friend because I want him to see. Copy. And paste. Boom. There we go. So, yeah, I'm thinking of using this from now on. Hang on 1 second. I want to see something. Trying not to blind myself, by the way. Alright, what do you guys think of that? Is that too much lighting? You think? Let me know. So Michael says, actually, why am I not using this? Give me 1 second. Okay. You could do some awesome stuff with that half top is behind, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. I still have to see how I would incorporate it into my editing as far as my videos go, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Having different things instead of having like the pop-up windows and stuff that I used to have in my videos, have that instead. I'm not really sure what people would think about it, but it is something that I have been thinking about, and I do want to do from now on. Let me share that I'm live on my Twitter and my Facebook so people can come by. Here. By the way, guys, I told you guys I was gonna upgrade to something really cool down the line, and I'm doing really good things very, very slowly. So I have a light here. Actually, two lights. One is the desk light that I have. I'm thinking I might change things around again with the lighting at least. Because having two lights on the same side, I think, is a little much. So having one light on this side, another on that side, I think would be better. How long is this? Not that long, so I can't really. So let me just posting that we're live right now. Where is? Hang on, I gotta make this bigger. Okay. Michael says, let's see. I keep doing this. This is so much better for me. Michael says I'm going to get a green screen, but waiting until we move. Yeah, that'd be cool. Create post. Come hang. So the Apple event, I guess, is around the corner. I know that Jon Prosser made a video about it earlier today. I have not caught up with it yet. But what do we know so far about the Apple event? Do any of you guys know what's going on as far as that? I know they said that. I know a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be on the 16th, but I guess it's not anymore. Is that right? Yeah, I got like about 20, 30 minutes, Michael. So yeah, you can join me. I just want to give me 1 second to figure out. Copy. Paste. Boom. All right, you got your link in the Twitter DMs. And if anybody else is available to come on, you're welcome to. Like I said, I only have like 20 to 30 minutes because I'm waiting for dinner. Well, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. We usually have an early dinner on Sundays, so I keep seeing. All right, it looks better now, right? Yep. I see 3 people in here, but 1 person talking. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all some shy people on Sundays, huh? All right, let me actually, that's a good idea. Ooh. Live streams. Paste. Boom. Oh, crap. No. Let's see. Where is. Copy. Technology. What's up, man? I just saw your Discord message. I was about to respond to you. What's going on? You want in? I got about like 20 minutes, so I'm hoping Michael um speeds it up a little. Where are you at, Michael? Where are you at? Um so yeah, I came on to show off my green screen here, as you can tell. So let me see something really quick here. Can I do it while I'm? Yes, I can. Good. So this is what my Saturday SMSD is going to look like, and then this is what I'll do for this channel. And I do have a couple of others for other stuff, like I said, that I'm doing. So, all right, we got Mr. Michael Pepper in the house. What is up, man?
Not a ton. Just saw you were on and I was like, I'll hop on. It took me a second. I had to get set up real quick, but
Oh, no problem. I'm actually gonna put my headphones on.
and then I was like, why am I hearing audio coming out of my monitor, not from my headphones? Well, apparently I had forgot that I had unplugged my headphones previously.
Oh,
They were plugged in, but when you unplug something and you go into StreamYard, you have to reselect the source, so
yes. I'm actually gonna switch us. Um, I actually like it a lot better like this.
your lighting looks
Especially,
good today.
doesn't it, man? So I actually have, and this is what I was saying. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing. I think I should change it around because I have two lights on this side. So I think I'm gonna put one on this side and one on this side, just to make it even. You know what I mean? Um, so I might switch that around a little later. But my friend, hang on, I'm gonna shut one light off so I can show you. My
That
friend
looks
actually gave
better.
me this light. He actually it's my friend Hugo, who I do other stuff with. Um, by the way, where were you yesterday? I was waiting for you on my Saturday morning stream.
I was asleep.
Oh, were you? So yeah, so he came by yesterday to drop this off, to help me light up the green screen a little bit more. Because it was like, well, first of all, I um I had to fix a couple of the settings on StreamYard, which I was not aware about. And so what I first did was like when I was setting it up, I had like flashes of like gray all over like my head and like this area here. So I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong? So my friend was like, I think you're gonna need a little bit more light. So I have a light for you. Let me go over your house and I'll drop it off to you. So he drops this off and whatever. I said, all right, I want to show you what's going on. And he's like, dude, don't you know that you have to switch a little bit of the settings on your streaming software? And I'm like, wow, I do. So that was my issue. Now I'm good. And bro, this is like the best thing I could have done. I mean, I've always liked the background that I had and everything, but with the light that I had on top of the shelf, it kept annoying me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a green screen, make it a lot better, and here we are.
The other
you know?
trick you can do is you can take a picture of like whatever you want to have as your background and add a
You know?
blur layer over it and put it in the behind you, and it will simulate having a shallow depth of field. I
Okay.
saw that as a
Yeah.
trick. So like if you wanted to have like let's say you still wanted to have your room seen behind you, you could take like a picture of that from your perspective, like from your desk, and then just put a blur layer over it, put it as your background. It would look like you have a nice bokeh shallow depth of field going on.
So, tech for your needs. This is what I wanted to show you tomorrow, but I decided to come on today and show everybody else. So here you go. Um, yeah. So here's the thing. I ordered this on the beginning of February. Okay, and it on the Amazon it said that it wasn't going to come in from like March 1st to March 22nd. Well, yesterday I did my Saturday morning sit down and I'm going upstairs. I hear the doorbell ring. I'm like, I'm so tired. And all I wanted to do after my Saturday morning sit down was just go to sleep. And I'm like, I'm so tired. Who the heck is coming over? I thought it was like my sister and her family and whatnot. So I'm like, whatever. So then my mom goes, oh, this just came in for you. And I see a big thing on the table. And I'm like, what? I quickly opened it up and saw a little bit of green. Oh my god, I was so happy. I was so happy because I was so bummed out that I still had to wait. Because you guys know I've been hyped up to get this and to make this new change, and I'm like, great. Now I have to wait a month. I have so many plans, and I just couldn't wait to start them all. So here we are. Now I can. um, so I think it's amazing, especially if you have like especially if you're somewhere and you don't want to show the background of where you are. Green screens are like amazing. You know, if you're like one to like do it in your room and you just don't want to clean up your room to go live, this will cover you 100%. And this
That
one, and this one is actually behind my chair, so which it makes it even more amazing. Like it just straps on my chair, and that's that. You
that's
know.
why when you moved just right, I saw a red line on your chair.
Yes. Yes. So,
I wondered how well
um,
those worked. I might have to get one like that then.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Because
because it'd be
I saw a
easier
couple.
because I could literally just be like sitting in the living room and just strap it to the chair behind me and do the exact same
Right,
thing. You don't have to
but
have like a whole because most of them I looked at are what 7 or 8 feet wide and like 9 feet tall. They're pretty big, and you
yeah,
gotta have a lot of space.
right, right.
Can you imagine if
Um,
I came to you green screened in a car? Just strap it to the back seat of the car.
hey, you know what? Get a green. My friend even said get like a green sheet of paper and just tape that, and boom, there's your green screen. But I wanted something more professional, like something that like if I were to rip it off and or whatever, like if I were to do that with the green paper and like rip off the tape, I would probably rip my chair. B, I'd rip up the paper so easily. You know, so just like this is so much better. And as soon as I saw this, because I was planning to get like one of those bigger ones that have those legs and everything, but then I saw this and I'm like, wait, this is even better
Y- Have you seen the? I think
and
it's
cheaper, by the
Elgato that
way.
makes the one that rolls up and down like a um kind of like a projector screen.
Yes, I
So
have seen
I
those.
found one on Amazon not too long ago that was like 130 or $140, so way cheap. Because the Elgato one I think is like $250, but it was basically the exact same thing. So that's what I want to
Wow.
get eventually because I just like the idea that it takes up a decent amount of space. So like if I want to do a video, I can stand in front of it
Yep.
and then just
Yep.
put like whatever I'm talking about behind me. But then the fact that you just it just collapses down into like the tube and I can just slide it behind like slide it behind a couch or even like behind my desk or whatever. I just like that idea. Um, and you don't have
The
to worry
link
about lighting
to
because
what?
it's so smooth. You don't have to worry about lighting as much because some of them, if there's a little ripple in the material, it messes up your lighting. So but
Right, right, right.
that's why I went with a black
Uh,
curtain behind me because you don't have to worry about the mess of the room because it just looks like a black background.
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, you know, like I said, for videos for streams, I think this is amazing. Like I was super super hyped to get this. I've always wanted one, but I was never in the budget for one. So once I found the one that fit my budget, I was like, getting it now. You know, I honestly didn't even think twice about it. So yeah, I saw that you posted a video about that. How do you like it?
Um,
I haven't
so
seen your video yet. I've been like
I just,
so.
it's just, so my first video is kind of a tips and trick using the second screen because
Yep.
there's some things that people complained about that's solvable with that screen. And
Uh
then
huh.
I'm going to do more extensive, like I'll have one that's focused on using that in like the gimbal mode, but I'll save that for my camera video. And then another one using it as like a keyboard, which will go into I'm gonna have a multitasking specific video. I thought
Oh,
about
okay.
doing an initial impressions, but I feel like everybody does that, and that I
Right.
would rather just do separate videos and then eventually be able to go in and be like, and this is how I feel about it. So I can tell you so far, I actually like it better than I ever liked my Fold.
Really?
And mainly because I can do things like um,
What's up, Keystone Tech? TechFeed
I can
needs. I
do
just
things.
messaged you the link.
I can do things like YouTube playing here, be in the DMs here with the keyboard down below.
Wow.
I can have. I could have Twitter DMs open on one side, and let's see here. Um, let me launch Twitter. Oh, come on. And then have. So I use this all the time. I'll have Twitter DMs open on one side and Facebook on the other side, or like Facebook and Telegram or Twitter and Telegram. Have
Wow.
the keyboard on the bottom and then just tap between the two and then just be able to type between the two. One of my other favorite features is, which I kind of went over in my video a little bit, but using it as a trackpad,
Mm-hmm.
because it even supports things like scrolling with two fingers and like all the gestures and everything, like pinching to zoom inside of like if you have a YouTube video open, you can pinch to zoom. All those abilities like that you're used to having on like a MacBook trackpad are kind of there, even including like swiping up from the bottom to bring open the task switcher and stuff like that. And I covered that a little bit in my video today, but um like there are a lot of things that nobody's talking about because they get the device, they use it for like 2 or 3 days, and they do a video on it, and then they put it aside.
Yes,
And even the
I
people
saw
that
your
have it for
rants
like a
about that.
month didn't really cover stuff much, and I was like really getting on my nerves because how do you provide like everybody's doing the same video? It's boring. So
Right.
my thing is I'm not going to do that anymore. I even thought about doing a video where I sit down and I record the typical review
Right.
and then I play it and then that's playing on my screen and I have a camera over my shoulder and I'm like reviewing my review and I pause it at certain points and I go, well, no, this is how you kind of like instead of finding clips of actual people doing reviews,
Mm-hmm.
do a review in their style and then kind of mock it and like correct the things that are missing. But then I decided that would take a lot of work and that might not be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I don't want to. I mean, nobody's gonna care. It's not like I'm specifically targeting anybody. I just, in general, I've noticed that people, especially when they get a device sent to them, they'll do like one video, or they'll do like an
Yep.
unboxing and initial impressions, and like a month later, but they don't really do much. They don't tell you much. They don't. Where's the value that's provided? So I want to
Right.
change that, and I even am thinking about looking back on some of the devices that I already have that I've done videos on and changing and doing that because I'm guilty of doing that as well. Like I only did really a couple videos with my LG Velvet, so I want to do some comparisons and some more extensive things and some things that I figured out. And I think it's just the problem with too is you only spend a little bit amount of the time with the device. Any issues that
Yeah,
you
that's
have,
true.
you don't figure out the solution to them. You don't figure out, okay, I can I can do this to change the volume easier. I can do this, this for multitasking. Like you don't really get to know the device enough, and then
Right.
people complain and they say it's boring or they say it's not worth it, and it's like, but you haven't even spent the time to figure it out. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I had the opposite effect with my Fold. I got it and I really liked it at first, and then the more I started using it, I realized that there were problems that it didn't solve that I thought it was the device intended on solving, and ended up getting rid of it because of that. So
Y-
it's like you spend time with the device and you find the solutions, or you find problems and you can tell people, well, this is why I don't like it, or this is why I do, and provide that
Right.
value.
Yep. And you know what? And that's the thing. You you gotta really dedicate yourself and really try it out and make sure you know what you're saying because it's just like, well, if you miss this, they're gonna be like, what like you're saying, you didn't really have that time with it, so how would you know how this works or why you don't like this enough, or
And I found that people will come back at you because there'll be people that will buy the device and they'll see your video
yes,
later and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, you fool, you missed this," you know.
yeah,
And I
exactly,
don't want
yeah,
to be that person that like misses something simple that can easily be a solution. Plus, I want to provide the solution, which is what my video
exactly,
today was all about. Like things that nobody pointed out, things that nobody
yep,
really talked about. Even LG didn't really talk about it. So
yep.
hopefully it does well. Hopefully people see it and share it and all that fun stuff. But I it's been good. You've noticed I haven't really been around much lately. Well, I got sick and had COVID, and then I was fine, and then my cough came back, and I finally was given
Oof.
something so I can speak now without coughing every 3 seconds. It's really hard to make a video when you can't speak without coughing.
Yeah, I can just imagine this. So, what's up, guy? Apple wants, you know, not trying to make fun of you or anything, man. But yeah,
Yeah, but that's what it
I
was
know
like.
that
It was
feeling.
like, or I had to hold my breath through the whole video, like, so that I
Yeah,
didn't cough, and it's just not good. So I've been making them when I was feeling good, and now I'm feeling 1,000% better. I can sing again, I can talk again without coughing, so I'm back to
that's awesome.
being able to do stuff and drop videos, and so it's fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I realized I have a question for you.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
you'd have insight on what I should do with this. I missed my 2-year anniversary of when I started.
What is it? I'm sorry.
I missed my 2-year anniversary from when I started YouTube, and I wanted to do a 2-year stream. So you think I should still do one, even though it's like past when it actually was?
Absolutely. Why not?
So I'm thinking I'll do
Absolutely.
that this week. So
Yeah, I honestly almost missed mine. And even though I had invited creators and stuff, that morning I was so like out of it. And then I'm like, wait, I have a live stream today. Son of a gun. Freaking had to get ready and everything. Oh, it was awful. But yeah, no, I think that's fine. Honestly. You know.
so yeah, mine was January 31st was technically when I uploaded my first video. So
Oh wow.
I went back and watched it and I was like, that was awful. Like I
Really?
shot it in landscape mode and I was using like an iPhone 10 and it was like kind of dark and like
Gee.
everything that you could possibly do wrong is what I kind of did. And
Oh
then
god.
I look now and I go, wait a minute, now I have like an actual space and
Yeah.
audio
Yeah.
equipment and like an actual camera that I can do fun stuff with and you know, it's
That's
amazing how much
awesome.
it changes. And I was like, it's been 2 years already. Holy smokes.
I know. I know. So real quick, I wanted to just touch on the Apple event. I'm hearing like back and forth that it's gonna happen, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I know you're shifting more towards the Android side, but have you heard anything about it? Cause
I'm
like,
shifting towards the Android side. Really? Really? Really, Taylor? Really?
hey, hey,
And
hey,
my
hey,
MacBook's back there, and my AirPods are back there.
hey. Well, I mean, I know that you've been using more
Yeah.
Androids
Yep.
at the
Well,
moment.
there's only one iPhone, so I can't really help that. But
Hey,
so the 16th would be weird to me because that would mean, let me look here real quick. So usually when they do events, um, so they usually do events. That would be weird because that would be a third Tuesday of the month.
for
So
what? Well, I'm hearing it's not gonna be on the 16th anymore.
so why wouldn't I would think more
I don't know.
likely it would be on
Listen.
on on the 9th or something because they usually do it the second Tuesday of the month
Yeah.
and then they drop and then if they drop any like new iPads and stuff, you could pre-order them on the 12th
Right.
and
Right.
then you'd have them and then they would be in stores on like the 19th.
Right. Um. I
So
mean, I
that would
know
make more
John
sense.
Foster did a video about it, but I haven't seen it. Like I just saw it before I went live that he had uploaded. Um, so I can't really talk about it, but I think um I'm not really sure. I mean, I think he actually tweeted. Let me see what was coming because
Because
I think I saw something about it on his
what
Twitter.
I'm seeing is update. So AirPods 3 that kind of look like the AirPods Pro, but they don't have all the features.
Right.
They're more like the regular AirPods, but they have the custom, they have the actual, comfy ear tips. Like they're not like the ear pods were and that kind of weird design, but they probably won't have like the ANC and the transparency mode.
Right.
Um,
So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what he's saying on Twitter is only iPad and AirTags coming in March. As far as he knows, he hasn't heard anything about the iMac or the AirPods.
so
So
it would make more sense that they would drop the the Mac later in the year, like they kind of have started doing.
right,
Um,
right, right, right.
although, last year well, technically in 2019 we had the 15-inch MacBook that they updated, and then they dropped the 16-inch later in the year. And then in 2020 they did the 13-inch Air and the 13-inch Pro, and then they
Mm-hmm.
did the M1 versions of those later in the year. But like the AirPods,
Yep.
they, originally it was, oh, we're removing the headphone jack from the iPhone, and then they dropped the AirPods later as like the solution to that. And then the AirPods Max came out later last year, so I don't know that they would necessarily drop regular AirPods earlier in the year. I feel like they kind of stick to like we have iPhone in September October range. We have
Right,
iPads are
right.
usually like March and April, and then June. June is usually when the new OS comes out, and sometimes new
Yeah.
Macs. They do weird. Sometimes they do new Macs around that time, like the new iMac, or they'll talk about like when they did the Mac Pro, they announced it, and then it came out later in the year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense though, because they do everything quarterly because they don't want to drop everything at once and have like all their flow of cash coming. And they want people to like be able to buy things throughout the year. They don't want everybody to be like, I need to save up and buy it all at one time. And it's smart.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I completely agree with you. Um, we'll just have to see what happens. Because like I said, I've been hearing back and forth. There's gonna be live stream, and there's not at this point. I'm just like confused. So, um, I'll
They
be
like to
talking about it
confuse
more next
people too.
week.
They like to
What
confuse
is
us
it?
too. They like to confuse us too because they like to
Oh
just
yeah,
like randomly decide they're gonna do an announcement that's not like around any time that they
I'm
normally would.
right. And I'm glad you bring that up because you know what? I'm glad that I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Can you
you
imagine?
know?
I don't know. I feel like if I was the CEO of Apple, that I would just like whenever I felt like it. Be like,
Yeah,
oh, that product's ready. We're
exactly.
gonna go do an announcement. Just like out of
Exactly.
nowhere, nobody knows.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'd even
But
change the time of the day, just be like, good afternoon one time. Just like,
oh gosh. Yo, I gotta get you back in here on a Saturday, man. We gotta talk and figure that out. So
well, that could be interesting.
oh
So well, it would work. So I am most likely, I was gonna wait to announce it, but I guess, most likely after this week, going to be switching to doing my stuff on the weekends now, my live streams.
oh oh awesome.
Just because I feel like more people are available to watch, and then during the week,
Right.
when my son's like taking a nap, I can work on videos and drop them during the week. Because I feel like it's a
Yep.
bad idea to drop a video and do a live stream on the same day.
Yeah. Yep.
Depending on how you do it. I mean, some people live stream and then drop a video. They'll literally do a live stream
Yeah.
for the video. I've seen that.
Yeah. I know.
Um,
I know. Like people like Travis MCP does that and
yeah,
stuff like
but
that.
I also know if you do that, then you have to wait to drop another video until like 2 days
The middle of the
later
week. Yeah.
because they won't put out notifications if you have too many things happen within like 24 hours. So like if I do a live stream at like noon and then drop a video at 3, I gotta wait until like after 3 o'clock the next day before I do anything. Like touch my like touching anything. Like even if you were to like go on and do like a short or do like or like adjust a like even adjusting like thumbnails and titles, they tell you just not to touch anything until after like 24 hours after when you've had 2 things like that, and it works.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
So
Well, I'm gonna have to end the live stream because I'm being summoned to eat. My mom just came to the stairs and was like, "Let's go, come eat," and now she's texting me. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go eat before it gets cold.
But yeah,
Because the one thing I
have to
hate is eating food really cold. But yeah, we just DM me whenever you're free, and we'll schedule a time and date to come on live. Actually, I want to show you a couple of things real quick before I go. So I'm gonna end the live stream, guys. Tune in on Saturday again. I have another guest who is not a tech creator, but he knows a lot about tech, and I decided to have him just because he does support me, and he has been on a couple one of my videos, and he plans to come on to a couple of my streams as well. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys tune into that. I'll see you guys on Saturday morning. Sit down. I'll talk to you guys soon.